Well, it's Monday, July the 30th, 2018. It's about 7:43 a.m. My name is Tanya with End Covert War. And this is basically my channel to vent and rant about the continual covert abuse practices of rogue elements within our government. Now, I wanted to address the Haitian population. Don't allow these motherfucking Hispanic, pasty ass, beige white with an orange tinge Caucasians to make you fear. I'm having a feeling as if you're being intimidated because you're seeking information. And basically, if you want to seek information, you need to do so in a legal matter. Okay? Which means you can file, you can work with a private investigator, or you can use, you can request what is called a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act. And that's towards an individual or company, FBI, any agency. Okay, so don't be intimidated. So here's the issue. If you're working full time and you have the means to afford a background check, investigation, then you need to do so. Don't let your lack of intelligence or knowledge stop you from gaining the information that you need. You know, with me, it's a little more difficult. The type of investigation that I need will probably run me about, good Lord, I don't know. Let's just say it's I've spoken with several agencies to see if they can put drone monitors on my property. I've spoken with individuals who work for FLIR to see if they can check, who can, or what they can do is, I'm so sorry. They don't want me to be great. They don't want this information to go forth. But anyhow, you should request an RF spectrum test, okay? I'm not going to give you all the information because I don't see any donations in my page. And I know you motherfuckers are following me because your ass is toast, because your motherfucking ass was paid as an informant. And I pretty much have an idea about what's going on, but you know what? I'm not giving a lot of free information today. What I will say is, Haitian people, do not let these motherfuckers intimidate you. I don't give a shit about his white ass. I don't care about his Hispanic ass, her Hispanic ass. Let me tell you something. I will little bitch in a minute. Okay? Do not be intimidated by these fuckers who think that they hold power within the judicial system, that they hold power within law enforcement. This is very serious. I don't know why any race outside of the Haitian culture thinks that they should intimidate Haitian people. Are you fucking kidding me? And fuck about what they're saying about contribution. Listen, you're not on this planet to please anyone. Okay? I don't care if you came here, simply to have the right to roam space. That is your business. If you took the legal measures to be a resident within the USA and someone's giving you flack, I'm so sorry, but It makes no sense for anyone to tell you that you should contribute, because let's just be honest, the system works against each other. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure if you intend to live in the US, you're going to work. And I'm pretty sure when you came over from your country, you weren't punctured, lacerated, perforated, you weren't mentally ill. So I feel like if those motherfuckers want to see what contribution you can add to this country, then they need to leave you the fuck alone. They need to leave you alone. I'm sorry. I'm under the BCI technology, and I don't know if this is an African American perpetrator. I'm not sure who this is, but they're on this network attacking my vocal cords this morning. Okay? Everything from the dissension of my voice, as well as the articulation of my articulation. Did you hear that? Shun. I don't know. This individual must be either slow in a deep underground military base, I don't know, for over 15 years, because I don't know. I'm picking up 1994. I'm sorry. The laughter, I'm so sorry. I'm not even, I was born here, but honestly, I'm Haitian American. And anyone who knows me, they can pick me out of a crowd and goes, "Are you American?" There's something so different about you. It's just because I hold on to my culture. Everything about me is different. And the changes that occur are happening through brain computer interfacing. And so when you're dealing with interfacing, that means someone's poor vernacular, poor articulators are attacking you. And this is how I can tell this technology works. I'm looking at certain individuals that were either paid as informants, who are pastors, who are no longer articulate, who are having issues with preaching, who are, trust me, I'm watching the changes to your voice, your face, the structure. The same thing that's happening to me is happening to you. But oh well, because your plot was to destroy me, and now they're destroying you. Big deal. But so I apologize in advance. I really do. I apologize in advance. I'm usually very, very articulate, but they change everything from my recordings, the recordings of my voice, my singing voice. They can shave off texture, the timbre, the color. So again, enough with the apologies. If you are living in the U.S., rightfully living in the U.S., and you traveled from another country, I'm pretty sure that you have every intent to work. You have every intent to be a functioning, not just member of society, but more so a functioning individual for your own sake. Okay? And that alone will help build the economy and generate revenue. But what I'm saying is, they can't threaten you. I don't know. Were you threatened? You need to speak up, motherfucker. Were you threatened? You have a voice. Speak up. Were you threatened? Because, again, my page is called End Covert War. Because these bitch-ass Hispanics that were harassing you and your family, they didn't approach me. I don't know what clone is out there, but I'm telling you straight up, no one has approached me. So don't believe the hype about, oh my gosh, Tanya can't defend herself because, there are claims that they have assaulted her, insulted her. And I'm telling you, on this channel, no one has overtly assaulted me. My attacks are covert. And that's why, I'm sorry, the T, I don't know. This is someone who is honestly retarded. I'm picking up 1994. I don't know. They kidnap all sorts of people, and I don't know. I guess they get too tired They get comfortable. But anyhow, so the overt attacks never occurred. I was covertly abused. Covertly, when I say covert, meaning when you think of covert, you can use the word cover, you can use the word invisible, stealth. They use stealth-like weaponry to assault me. In other words, I have no idea who's actually physically raping my body. I have no idea who's assaulting me. I don't have the money to pay for investigations to see who's using ultrasonic weapons or RF frequency or what satellite is above my well, I know a satellite is above my property, but again, I would need a team of 20 and thousands of dollars just to prove what's occurring, okay? So my attacks are covert, they're not overt, because no motherfucker would ever approach my voluptuous ass to strike me in the face. Trust and believe I'll be in jail that day. Mind you, I don't have a record. I've never been incarcerated. And don't believe the hype. I don't have a passport. Yes, this is to clear my name. Now, I don't normally have to prove anything. But I do have to create some alibis because apparently there are claims that are being made that I have been in locations that I don't recall. And I'm telling you now, I don't have a passport. I haven't had a passport since I was about 6 years old. Okay? And I've only been to the Bahamas. Beyond traveling to Haiti when I was about 6 years old. So any claims of me traveling outside of the U.S. besides Bahamas are bullshit lies. But going back to the intimidation of law enforcement, you need to know what color of law crimes are. You need to know about what coercion is. Okay, again, I'm going to be very honest. My intent for retaliation is for what it is. It's retaliation. If I don't have anything to say about you, it's because you haven't said anything about me. If I have no intent to talk about you, your race, or whatever, it's only because you haven't said anything about me, my family, or my race. But trust and believe, Tanya retaliates in her own precious way. Whatever that means. I am basically telling you that no race should take the power that was instilled in America to peser, which is to press another, especially if that person is a foreigner. I mean, some of you are seriously mentally ill, and there is no oversight for those who join the military, join the judicial systems. I mean, let's just say, why are you even employed by the USA, by the US government, to mistreat others? Wow. Like, the best that you can do with your fucking life is intimidate a foreigner, an immigrant? Really? You feel that powerful, huh? Well, why don't you find me and intimidate me? Go ahead, make your way to intimidate me, and make sure your statements are overt. Make sure they're direct. Make sure you use my name when you insult me. You need to pick on someone your own size, because I'm aware of the law. I'm aware of my power, and I'm aware that all your dirty little secrets, from judges to nurses to doctors to psychologists to police officers to three-letter agencies, all your shit is covert. It's never overt. The lies, all of them, everything is covertly done. Because you know Tanya don't play that. Because you know I'm not with the crap. And you know that I could defend myself despite you and your claims of my state of mind. But let's just be honest. I have gone through trauma that you placed on me. I am an American citizen. And yet, I have a sense that you're perpetrating families, you're coercing crime, and you're looking for a way to finally get that itch you can't scratch, that you're waiting for me to be, I don't know what, half dead before you insult me. I'll wait. But in the meantime, if you're seeking information, do it legally. Okay, so, don't be intimidated. Now, it's true. They call me the all-around girl. They're like, she's all over the place. And what they really mean is she knows a little bit about a lot of things. Not everything, just about a lot of things. And it's only because a group of individuals from the state of Florida decided that my life wasn't worth living. Now, until the state of Florida decides to reveal who paid them off to make efforts to destroy my life, I will continue to blame the state of Florida. They need to come forward and set yourself free, because at the end of the day, you're looking really bad right now. Now, I also wanted to say, you don't have to worry about me in terms of my strength. I am physically ill. I really am, if you must know. I'm really, really sick, and I've tried every effort to get the medical care that I need. But the lies will continue. At this point, I don't know what I should do, but what you don't have to worry about is my heart's position in knowing who I am. The lies were said, the coercion occurred, and those who betrayed me have an awareness that one thing that I'm not fazed by is your ill will towards me. My growth can be subjective, right? But I will say this. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I really don't. But I just thought that I would come on here today to tell you that you don't need to be intimidated, and that you need to use your indigenous beliefs to fight this. A lot of you Haitian Christians are too soft. That includes my own family. With what they know, I know they're shocked, but I just feel like sometimes Christianity locks you, and it locks your true personality, and I'm not sure what it will take to happen to you on a personal level to come out the woodworks. Now, they know that you don't have a criminal mind, and they want to coerce you to do something to someone. And it's tough when you're dealing with thousands of informants that are blackmailed, that are misguided, that are distracted, that are scapegoating, and their sole purpose is to destroy you, when in fact their true enemies, their true oppressors go undiscovered. Well, I'm here to tell you, you need to deal with your oppressor, whether if he or she is African American, Haitian American, Haitian, African, Caucasian, Spanish, English, British, Chinese, Jewish. No matter where they come from, you need to deal with your oppressors. Deal with your oppressors. Deal with your oppressors. Deal with the oppression. And drop the scapegoating bit. It only shows that you're weak. Stop being distracted and deal with your oppressors. Were you abused by this judicial system? Is it ICE? Is it the immigration? Is it the FBI? Are you being coerced? Whatever they're doing, you need to come forward. You need to ask questions. You need to find a trusted friend. You need to find someone who can help you get some information to set you free, so that you won't have to suffer in silence. Now, I've contacted over, 100 Christians, either in writing. I've contacted 30 agencies. I've spoken with several victims. But again, I keep running into individuals that are either afraid, intimidated, blackmailed, or just downright Christian. And I just think it's hard. Sometimes I'm full throttle with writing to my senators. I have consulted with several agencies who will not assist me, because they understand that it's a possibility that you're under attack by the government. And if we help you, we will lose our business. We will lose our investment. And the kind of rays, the kind of microwave, the kind of RF frequency that they're using against you and your family are pretty much delivered by the hands of those few agencies that have the allocation to do so. You have to check with the NTIA or the FCC. You as a citizen, you only have access to cell phones, very few devices. But you would have to ask yourself, who has the power to use RF equipment? Only a few agencies. And if those agencies allow criminal enterprises to use what they use, then again, the system is rigged. But I'm saying to you, I've made my efforts to contact so many people for over several years. But I don't want to lose focus. Again, don't be intimidated. If you're being coerced, please say something. Okay? And it's unfortunate that Homeland Security, who claims if you say something, see something. Well, we live in a time where if you see something, say something, pardon me. We live in a time where the crimes that are being committed against you can't be seen with the naked eye. There are stealth weapons used against you, used over the educational systems, such as elementary schools, such as universities. This is what I had to subdue while in school, feeling the pain of attacks, and again, it's kind of hard to prove, but so the whole if you see something, say something policy doesn't really apply to everyone. And they know it. They know it. And I don't know, maybe you would have to be a celebrity or former political official to get some help, but these weapons are stealth. They're undetected by the eyes, and at least, some equipment like spectrum analyzers are available for renting. But again, it takes a lot of work. You would have to be certified. You would have to pay a certified RF engineer, RF analyzer, specialist, you name it. I just wasn't built for this type of assault. I just wasn't. And I'm still unaware of why I'm being targeted. My only goal was to become an opera singer. And something happened when I made a choice to do so. And I'm not sure who deemed it necessary to harass my life, but here I am in a broken state, full of pain, massive injuries from head to toe. And they have basically hijacked my state. And everyone is too afraid to speak up. I think we know what the next phase will be. Because you can't hold people down too long. And to keep a man down, you would have to stay down yourself. So for those who are under duress, just understand that their oppression towards you only stops their progression, only stops the progression of Florida. It only stops the progression of the USA. Trust me, there are so many agencies that are working against your freedom, your right to have clean water. And you have places like Denmark that are like, okay, so leaps and bounds. We defeated this issue of minimum wage. We defeated this issue of minimum wage. We no longer have any yes, college is free, healthcare is practically free, and you people in the USA are still abusing basic rights. You don't think that the people of Flint deserve clean water. You don't think the people of Miami deserve clean energy. You don't think that foreigners that are seeking political asylum deserve a fair chance to join this country. You don't think that students that excel in math should actually have enough support to continue their journey. You don't think that opera singers should be mentally well. If you only knew. Now that I understand what the stench of cerebral fluid is. It brings my heart to tears when I know the wickedness and the wicked hearts of men. And I say to you in the Air Force, and I say to you in the naval bases, and I say to you in the military, and I say to the criminal enterprise, you must feel so special. You must be so special. You're just a hitman. I don't care if you were hired to strike politicians in Cuba, you're just a hitman. Is that the best that you can do in your 46 years of living? You were given the right, the privilege to strike someone within the comfort of their home. Do you really feel that important for having access to Liberty City? Do you really feel like you were given an amazing task to drug people through receptacles? Are you that amazing as a laboratory worker for the water systems? You're just a hitman. You mean to tell me I, as an opera singer, and the many people of color who are surgeons, doctors, opera singers, clergymen, who are in multiple fields, that our lives are insignificant because the hitman feels like he can take his strike? You were bamboozled. You were fooled into a position of the lowest class. Just understand, Miami, that China is watching, Russia is watching. The many countries who are making leaps and bounds, who are excelling beyond your so-called black excellence. While you're excelling with your wardrobe, they are fighting real crimes, eradicating all plastic materials in their country, making sure that the radio frequency levels are controllable so that their citizens won't be burned. While you're trying to create an alibi for the crimes that you created, as you scapegoat and make sure that I don't have access to real chicken breasts in my own supermarket. There are countries who test every brand of poultry that comes into their land, and they make sure that certain companies are banned from selling meat. While you're coercing festivals to be paid to watch Tanya, there are actual real festivals that take place with the intent to affect the lives of future artists. Florida, you need to speak up. The USA, you need to speak up. Because if you don't, it's going to fall heavy on your back. You need to stop with the coercion. Stop with the lies. Come forward and speak the truth so that you won't bear their debt any longer. And when I say they, I mean those countries, agencies who have paid you to destroy my life.